hang out with me for day 3 of my solo holiday. Welcome to Vlogoween day 15, where I am posting regular vlogs in the lead up to Halloween. Think Vlogmas, but Halloween edition. Also, hello, if you don't know me, my name is Rajan, aka Not Half Bad Crochet, and if you would like to catch the rest of my Vlogoween posts, be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a little like, and leave me a comment to let me know what you think. I also have a whole playlist dedicated to all of my Vlogoween posts, so if you want to catch up on any you've missed, you can head there. So we're gonna go back in time to the beginning of my day, and I will catch up with you very shortly.
Good morning. I woke up like 10 minutes ago. I'm gonna go down for breakfast. It's looking a little bit cloudier than normal, you know, usually it's like a searing sun, but yeah, it looks a little bit cloudy outside, I can't lie. I think it's meant to still be quite hot today, but yeah, I'm gonna go down for breakfast. I also, this bite is so itchy, man, and I think I've got another bite here. Why is this happening? I feel like it's in my room because I feel like I'm only discovering the bites in the evening, but like I've not seen anything. Anyway, I slept okay. The music performance, entertainment, whatever the fuck, went on till like midnight last night, which is later than normal, I think. I haven't really been tracking the time, but it felt like a lot later. I was kind of like waiting for it to be done, because I'm like, there's no point me trying to go to bed, you know, if that is still going on. So I'm like, I might as well crochet or like watch TV or whatever. I finished the My Melody and Kuromi show. It was really cute. I absolutely loved it. I really hope they do a second season. I would love to see like a behind the scenes documentary on like the making of. That would be so fucking fun. And then I was watching Survival of the Thickest, which is such a good show, and like I did not know the show existed. Like my bestie told me about it and she was like, oh, there's a season 2. I was like, I've literally never heard of this show before. And she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? Because this is so my kind of thing. But yeah, it's really good. I'm on like episode 7. Really fun, really like sexy and cool, and like yeah, I really like it. I think it's a perfect vibe. The smell of cigarettes is so crazy because as well, like in the night time someone was clearly smoking and I woke up from the smell. That's how like aggressive the smell is, but it's like ultimately it's fine. I think as well, like yesterday I was just super overstimulated. I was really activated, I was really overstimulated, so I think I'm just getting a little bit, and I think like as much as I've been relaxed throughout the days of this holiday, I've been pretty overstimulated. Like I am very sensitive to sound and like noise and, you know, just loud sounds, and I think I in my mind I was like, oh, you know, it's okay, it's not so bad. And as well, I think because a lot of the noise and the sound is like it's coming from children, and like I don't want to be a bitch and be like, I hate the sound that these children are making and they're having fun and it's really loud and really stressful for me. But like that is low-key how I'm feeling basically, because as well when I've been going to like breakfast and dinner, I feel like I've been eating really quickly just so I can get out of there because it's so loud in there. Like not only is it loud because like, you know, people are talking, but then you've got babies crying, you've got children screaming, and then like they're doing like the people at the hotel are like, you know, clanging the plates around and they're clanging the cutlery around, so it's just so fucking loud in there. So I think I'm gonna bring my earplugs with me to go down to breakfast today and see if that makes a difference. I've been taking my Kindle, which has helped in terms of like me having something to kind of focus my energy on, but I think I'm gonna bring my earplugs because yeah, I think I've been like eating really quickly and then I come back and I'm like fucking full, which is probably why I haven't been having lunch. So yeah, I'm gonna try the earplugs today. Hopefully that makes a bit different, because I really didn't realize that that's kind of how I was feeling. So I think I'm just like, oh, light bulb, I've just been feeling a type of way about it. And like I think because it's mostly due to like children, I've been like, oh, it's fine, you know, it's just kids being kids, la la la. And I think that boy, you know, touching up on me yesterday really affected me a lot more than I think it did. And like I know it sounds really silly because it's like, oh, it's just a child, but like I don't like being touched. I don't like being touched by strangers. I don't like being touched. And the way he was like clawing at me and like kind of trying to rip my, not rip it off, but like pulling at me, I was like, I don't like this. And I think because I was like, oh, it's a child, you know, it's fine, it's like maybe he didn't know better, whatever, I kind of like brushed it off and brushed off the way it made me feel. So now I've realized that like, oh, actually it not only fucked me off, but it made me feel physically a type of way. But yeah, I feel fine. I feel well rested. I had a good sleep. So I am going to go down for breakfast. I think I'm gonna have a beach day today, and I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water as well from the shop before I come back to my room. But yeah, I'm gonna go for breakfast and I'll check back in with you shortly. Earplugs were the right choice. It was a lot less overstimulating with all the noise. I read my book, had some breakfast, feel good. I got a bottle of water from the little shop, and then I got some paprika Pringles, which I feel like taste better from Spanish countries. But yeah, so today on the agenda, I think I'm gonna go down to the beach. I just asked at reception as well, and there is a shuttle that comes back as well, which is good. She said it's from the same bus stop. For some reason, every time that I've gone on holiday and they do like a free shuttle and they say that it comes back, I've never been able to get the bus or the shuttle back to the hotel, and I've always had to walk or like get a taxi or whatever. So hopefully it does actually come. I am gonna go get ready to go to the beach. So it is a little bit cloudier today, but it's still really warm. Temperature wise, it's like 29 degrees, tiny bit cloudier, which actually I think will be a little bit more enjoyable to be on the beach because it'll probably be a bit breezier. And yeah, I'm just gonna explore the local area a little bit. Nothing crazy. I think I wanna have just like another chill day. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready and then I'll check back in with you shortly. So now I'm dressed, I'm ready to go. Today I'm having a little beach day. Nothing crazy. I think I'm just gonna be as chill as possible. It's kind of cloudy today, but it's really, really warm still. Like I'm literally sweating. So hopefully I can still have like a nice day at the beach. It might actually be a bit more enjoyable if it's not like super fucking hot. But yeah, I've got all my shit together. I've got my stuff ready to go. This is actually the last day of my solo holiday, like the last full day. I fly out tomorrow. So I am gonna explore the area a little bit, chillax as much as possible, and yeah, we're gonna hang out and have a nice day. I had a really nice day. It's only like, I say day, like the day is over, it's 5:10. But I was at the beach for probably about 4 hours. Yeah, probably about 5 hours. I think I got there just after 12. It was so nice. It was so nice. It was so peaceful, so relaxing. I love the ocean. I love her, I fear her, I respect her. I love the ocean. I love the sound of the waves. I love being in the ocean. I love the beach. And yeah, I had a really nice time. I got the shuttle over to the beach. So before I left, because obviously I've not been on the shuttle yet, I asked the people at reception, I was like, oh, does it just stop right outside the hotel? Or like, you know, where does the shuttle come? And I think I was like 15 minutes before it was meant to arrive. And she was like, oh, you have to come out of the hotel and then go right. So I was like, okay. So I did that. And then I was like, there's not really anywhere here. And it's also like a bit of an awkward road. It's quite narrow. So I was thinking like, how is a huge bus gonna get up here and then turn around sort of thing? And then there was like a little kind of car park a little bit further down, but I was like, that can't be right. And so I was seeing loads of people leave and then they were all going left. And I was like, I think I'm gonna follow them, and I followed them, and then the shuttle was there. So yeah, fair enough, because like I barely know my left and my right, and I speak English as my native language. So I was kind of like, God, I'm glad that I checked. I'm glad that I followed those people, because I would have been really confused. But yeah, so made it to the beach. It was a really chill, easy journey. It's just it's very hilly over here, so there's lots of uphill, there's lots of downhill. So I think even if I was to have walked, it probably would have been quite a long walk, just sheerly because of the amount of uphill walking there would have been. But yeah, I got to the beach. Everything, it's like a really long beach as well. So they dropped, like where the bus stop was like a particular area where there was like loads of shops and restaurants and stuff. So I found some lounges. Usually you have to pay for lounges. It's like, I don't know if it's like a common thing, but I'm very much used to it being a thing. So yeah, I paid €7 for a lounger. It was very comfortable actually, all things considered. €7,
pretty affordable. Usually they're a little bit more expensive. Sometimes they've been like 15 euros and I've been like, what the fuck? But yeah, only 7 euros, which was great. So found a little lounger, had a parasol, had a little table, which was perfect. I had a little, what I thought was genius, I had like hooks on the kind of pole of the parasol, so you could hook your bag, your towel, your clothes, whatever. I was like, that's so clever. So yeah, I settled in, I went into the ocean, and it was a nice beach. It was like a sandy beach, but it was kind of, you know, it's like grey / black sand. It was kind of like that, and it was very pebbly, like in the water, so my feet kind of were a bit sore because I have really like fucking dainty angel feet when it comes to like standing on things. But yeah, my feet were a bit sore. But yeah, and then I was reading The Walking Dead. I read like, I think 5-6 more issues of it. It's getting to the bit where Negan has arrived, which is very scary and bad stuff happens. It's quite interesting seeing the difference of the show versus the comic with the Negan storyline. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it actually. There's parts of the comic that I prefer, there's parts of the show that I prefer, particularly like when it comes to like love interests of some of the characters. I prefer the show so far. But yeah, I literally just laid on my lounger, read my book. I went to go get, I found a Maxibon. I found a Maxibon. Had a Calippo ice lolly. I haven't found any Solero shots, which is fine. I think I've accepted the fact that I won't find Calippo shots. I do feel like they have actually just left the universe now. But you never know. I also tried to find barbecue lays, couldn't find, they had lays but they didn't have barbecue ones, which I was like, damn it. So instead I got paprika Pringles this morning, which was perfect. So I was like, that's also, paprika Pringles and barbecue lays are on the same level of like holiday snack in my opinion. I just chilled all day, and then I fell asleep. I had a little nap, and if you know me, you know that I'm not a napper. Like, I literally cannot nap. I don't nap. I very rarely nap. I'm very rarely relaxed enough to be able to nap. But yeah, I fell asleep. It was really nice. And luckily, like, the people near me were kind of like chatting. So every time like one of them laughed or like one of them kind of like spoke a little bit louder, it was like waking me up. So I wasn't like falling asleep in the sun, because I probably could have slept a little bit longer. But yeah, I kind of like intermittently dunked myself into the ocean, which was really nice. I fucking love the ocean, man. The waves were really big as well, I think because it was quite windy today. So the waves are really nice and big, which was, I found enjoyable, because it means I don't have to like get in as much. I can just kind of like teeter on the edge but still kind of like be in the sea, if that makes sense. So yeah, then I just chilled for a little bit longer. They also had, where the place that I like kind of rented my sun lounger from, they had like a connected restaurant, and they brought you food. So I saw somebody getting food and I was like, oh, I want to do that. And they had like a really extensive menu, loads of seafood, loads of grilled food. So I just got like a little prawn and parmesan salad. It was really nice. It was, I mean, it was pretty basic, I can't lie, but it was good, it was nice. Well, the staff there was so friendly, so nice. That is something that I've got to say. All of the people at the hotel, all of the staff I've encountered in the shops, at the sun lounger place, everyone has been so friendly, really, really nice as well. Like, yeah, can't do enough for you sort of vibe, which is nice. But yeah, and then I had my lunch, and then there was loads of pigeons around, because obviously it was like lunchtime, so I feel like they were just scrounging, which is fine. But I don't like birds, they really freak me out. I get very scared when they come near me. I don't mind them when they're like over there. If I can see them and I'm like, they're going away, it's cool, but when they come near me, I don't like it. I don't like how flighty and flinchy they are, because I am flighty and flinchy, and that's a bad combo. Okay, don't like it. So yeah, the birds were kind of harassing me a little bit. They were very persistent, and then I was kind of like, I'm kind of done, you know. So I was gonna get the bus or the shuttle bus back to the hotel, but I would have had to wait like another 40 minutes. I don't even think it would have come by now. Yeah, I would still be waiting for it. So I was like, I don't really want to wait. So I just ordered an Uber, and it's only €5. So worked out really cheap, which is great. I'm showered, I washed my hair. I put that curl cream in again as well, and I was a bit more liberal this time. So we'll see if that kind of makes a difference. I'll be intrigued to see what it looks like when I diffuse it at home with the curl cream, because I don't usually wear curl creams, because typically they weigh my hair down. Like, my hair is wavy but has texture to it, and it's quite fine, but I have a lot of it. so curl creams tend to weigh it down and make it look a bit stringy and straggly. So I'm usually like a mousse or a gel kind of girl. But yeah, I think it looks nice, to be honest, and it feels nice to have something, a product in my hair that's not making my hair crispy, if that makes sense. Yes, I'm showered, I'm fresh and I'm clean. I think I'm gonna like just unpack my beach bag. I've put all of my stuff outside. I did have to like put my, like wash down my Crocs as well, because obviously they had loads of sand and stuff on it. I also don't think I got a tan or anything. To be fair, I was in the shade because it got really hot. Like, even though it was cloudy this morning, the clouds absolutely disappeared for like the entire time I was at the beach. So I was like, I'd actually rather be in the lounger, under the parasol, rather than being in the direct sun. But I feel like a little bit more bronzed than I usually am, but I'm not really that bothered about catching a tan, if I'm so real. Now I think I'm going to chill a little bit. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do a room tour and I can show you the room, because now that housekeeping came this morning and everything's like relatively tidy, I can show you everything. So let's do a room tour. Okay, so this is the front door. There is an additional lock there and obviously a do not disturb sign. So if we are at the door, it does need one of these like reader things for the electrics and the AC to work, but luckily they gave me 2 cards, so I basically just left this in there so that the AC can run when I'm not here, so that it's not boiling hot when I come outside. Come inside. So I'm in room 701, which is on the 7th floor, and it's the room that's like closest to the lift. So we have the bathroom over here. It's a very interesting tiling. We have a shower and a bath. The water pressure is excellent, so good, so nice, especially when you've been at the pool and the beach. It just feels like the water pressure is getting all of the crap off of me. Then we have this really big counter, obviously excuse the mess. Really big counter, which is really nicely sized, good sink, big mirror, that's me. And it does come with hand soap, a hairdryer, which I don't like these hair dryers, but you know, in a pinch it's good. It does come with a plug socket as well. Luckily I've not needed to charge my toothbrush or anything yet, but it's like a European toothbrush, whereas I don't know about in other places, but in the UK we have like a specific one for bathroom accessories, so I would not even be able to charge my toothbrush, so touch wood, luckily it's not died yet. And then there's also a body wash in the shower as well. That's my loofah, I bought that. We have the toilet, we have a bidet, that's the bathroom. This is just like the electrical stuff, there's nothing in there. There's a plug socket here, there's also a plug socket down here, a bin. We have this little desk. There is a chair usually there, but I've just moved it because it was getting in the way when I was filming, because this is where I prop you guys up. There is a mini fridge down here, which is like a good size. A desk, there is this TV, which I have not used just because I don't want to. And then another mirror here, that's me, hello. And then we have the bed over here, bedside table with a little drawer. There's a plug socket there, and then there's one that side as well. There's not 2 bedside tables, which would be great to be fair. And then I've just put all my crap there. That's all my, yeah, or you can see all my junk anyway. This really big area over here, which is where they've got this little suitcase holder, which is where my suitcase is. This is the chair that would be under the desk, so I just moved out of the way. And I'm using it to put all like my dirty stuff, because I want to put my bag there, but I don't want to put it on my bed, if that makes sense. That's my tripod. There's a really big wardrobe over here, which has some hangers, some drawer space. Yeah, lots of space in there. And then we have the balcony. So the curtains are really good in terms of like blackout. This is the balcony. So there's a little lock here, which just push down, and then that bit goes green. And then it's a slidey door. So that's the little like area thing that I was telling you about. There's a table and some chairs, an ashtray, and then I put my Crocs out there to dry as well. And then you can kind of see how close that other like part of the hotel, like that other building of the hotel rooms are. So that's what I mean when other people are like maybe smoking over there or smoking above me or below me, like everything's really close. This is also why I've been keeping the curtains mostly closed when I'm in here, because like you can see everything, you know, like other people can see me, I can see them. You can see obviously everyone else has got their windows, their curtains closed. So yeah, that was the room. It's a nice room. I would say that the bed is also really comfortable. I am old and I'm quite like selective about beds and stuff, because I have a bad back and a bad hip and bad everything really. So but yeah, the bed's been really comfortable. The pillows are really comfortable as well. I can't fault the room, to be honest. And to be fair, like, I've had a really good stay at the hotel. Like I said, the staff have been super friendly, super nice, very accommodating, very welcoming. I've not had a bad experience at the hotel. I just think that like the style and the vibe from this hotel is like not for me, and also like not what I wanted from this holiday, if that makes sense. But yeah, you could probably hear at the beginning of this video there was like super loud music going on outside, and it's just fucking deafening. Like, it's just, for me, I'm like, this is unnecessarily loud, and yeah, I can't deal with that level of continued noise. I'm like, okay, I clearly picked the wrong hotel in that sense, because this is very much catered to families with young children. It's catered to people who want to party. It's catered to people who want evening entertainment, whereas I'm like, I just want to have a peaceful time, and this is not a peaceful place, you know. So but yeah, like I said, everything in terms of like the service and the room and the amenities and stuff has been really nice, but in terms of the vibe and the food hasn't been what I personally like and what I personally prefer. So like, if that's your kind of thing, and maybe you've got a small kid, or maybe you want that kind of level of entertainment, this is absolutely going to be your place. And if you're not that bothered about like flavoursome food, then this is also going to be your kind of place. But for me personally, it's not for me, and I probably wouldn't return. I mean, I wouldn't return here. I know I wouldn't. I think today was like pretty perfect, especially after being like so overstimulated yesterday, and like kind of feeling a type of way about being fucking grabbed at by that child. So I think today was actually like really good for me, because it was very calm and very peaceful. And like, there were kids at the beach, and like obviously the kids are like screaming and playing, and there were people talking and stuff, but it was just like, I think maybe because it was spread out so much, the sound wasn't as concentrated, and obviously like the sound of the ocean was also quite like dominating when it came to like the noises that I could hear. So I think like I just needed that level of peace for like a period of the day, if that makes sense. Tomorrow is home time. I'm actually really looking forward to going home, not because I've been having a bad time, but just I miss my partner, I miss my rabbit. I'm a simp for my partner, okay? I do really miss him, and we've been talking like pretty much all day every day since I've been away. But yeah, I miss him. I want to smooch. I'm really looking forward to a smooch. I definitely think that like I want to do another solo holiday, not anytime soon obviously, but in the future I would love to do more solo holidays. I think this is like a good starting place for me, and next time it will be adult only, and next time I will probably go to somewhere where they have better food basically. So yeah, I think for now, because everything's nice and tidy, I was gonna pack, but I can't really be bothered. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of editing, maybe even a bit of crocheting, and then I'll see how I feel. I think because I actually ate lunches, like I'm still quite full from my lunch, and I ate it probably about an hour and a bit ago. I don't think I'll like want to go for dinner as soon as dinner opens. I mean, who knows? I'll see how I feel. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a bit of editing, just chill out for a little bit, and that's it really. So yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. Hello, I just come back from dinner. Dinner was like kind of hit and miss today. Like some of it was really nice, some of it was just awful. They had this really nice like curry potato, basically like Bombay potatoes but sliced rather than cubed, and that was nice, actual flavour, which was great. And then they had some calamari rings, which were so tasteless, like just rubbery, tasteless, not nice. And they had some like fresh prawns, like head-on fresh prawns, and they were incredibly salty, and also they didn't clean them properly, so like, you know, when they've got the poop track in it. So yeah, and then they had some mussels which were just like mushy and wet, but then they had these really nice like cod fritters which were really nice. So yeah, very hit and miss dinner today. I'm glad that I just got like a good meal. I went to the little gift shop as well, because basically every time I go on holiday I first have to get a magnet, ideally a snow globe, but snow globes are often like a little bit harder to come by, especially in like a very hot country, and I always get myself a postcard. And so with the postcards, I obviously get it from whatever area I've been to, but then me and whoever I've been on the holiday or the trip with, I will get them to, or we will all write our favorite thing about the holiday on the back of it, date it, put our names, and then it goes in my memory box. So I picked up this really cute postcard which just says Malaga on it. I thought that was really cute. And I got myself a magnet. So where I'm staying, obviously I'm in Malaga, but I'm in Torremolinos, which I think is like maybe the town specifically. So there's this really pretty magnet actually which says Torremolinos on it. But yeah, they had loads and loads of magnets, some saying Malaga, some saying Spain, some saying Torremolinos. So I think I was just kind of like, hello? I was just kind of like, I could get any of these. But I like that this one actually specifically says on it. And I just think it's very pretty. I love the colours as well. It's kind of, it looks like Mendy, the patterning on it. So yeah, I thought that was really cute. I also got myself some strawberry Sour Patch Kids for the plane journey. And then some Reese's peanut butter cups, potentially also for the plane journey slash maybe this evening if I get snacky. The sweet treat offerings were not great today. They had a little chocolate fountain, again with just like only sweets and marshmallows and that was it. No strawberries. Why would you not put strawberries out with a chocolate fountain? I feel like that's just like the default, you know. But they did have profiteroles, so I had some chocolate covered profiteroles. But then on the last profiterole, that because I put them all on a little, you know, skewer thing, on the last profiterole it was either frozen or it was like a different flavor or something. But the texture, I was like, you know when you've got something in your mouth and I'm like, I can't deal with this texture and I have to spit this out. So I had to like spit it out into a tissue. So hit and miss as it has been. They also were doing this thing where they're like getting people to like do like feedback cards, and I was honest with my feedback. One of the things was like, would you recommend this hotel? And I put no, because I was like, I actually wouldn't. I don't know anyone personally in my life who I'd be like, yeah, you would enjoy this kind of hotel. There has to be people in the world, that's why it's popular, that's why people come here. So I don't think that there aren't people who will enjoy this hotel, but just for me personally and like people who I know, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, that's how dinner was. It was nice. It's really fucking hot. I feel like in the hotel in general, it's just really hot. I've had the AC on in the room and it's on the highest, but like, I'm fucking sweating. I was editing some videos earlier. I edited day 9 of Vlogoween and I've edited day 10 of Vlogoween. Day 10 is just exporting now, and then I'll export day 9 as well. And then I think I'm gonna do some crocheting. I'm gonna watch Survival of the Thickest. I finished my panel for the clown college sweater. Let me see if I can get it actually. And sorry, this is just going to have to happen. My boobs are getting too sweaty, so I have to but I presume that the vlog for this sweater will already be out by the time this vlog comes out, so if you've not watched it I will link it in the description. But yeah, I finished the smiley face part of the piece, which I think looks so fun. Oh, that's so cool. It just looks so fun. What a fun sweater. Oh, I physically cannot put that against my body right now. It's too hot. So yeah, I've done both of the body panels. I'm probably like halfway through like each of the sleeves. So I need to kind of like read the pattern and figure out what to do next for the sleeves, how she wants me to connect everything, and I think I need to add ribbing to the sleeves as well, like to the end. The sleeves are done really interestingly, not in a way that I've ever done sleeves before, where you kind of like, where we've done armhole shaping on the front panels, you're basically like making the sleeve at like an angle, so it kind of slots into that gap that you've created, which I think is really clever, really smart. And also then you sew it up so it's a tube and then you connect it to the body panels, which I've also never done before. So very interesting construction. I'm trying something new as well, which is always fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and just cool down a little bit before I start crocheting. Crochet, watch Survival of the Thickest, probably gonna put my face mask on, my sheet mask. I'm gonna take all of my clothes off because it's real hot, and I'm gonna chillax. I was gonna do some packing, but honestly I don't have a lot to pack, and checkout is at 11, so I've been getting up at like 9 and I'm not gonna be ages at breakfast, and then I'll have enough time to pack before I have to check out. I just need to make sure I don't forget my swimming like stuff on the balcony, which I don't think I will, but I need to make sure. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the evening. Let's hang out.